All right, so this is market equilibrium. So we're trying to find the location, that price and number of units sold that gives us the most consumer happiness and the most producer happiness. So the most consumer surplus and the most producer surplus. So what that is that point of intersection right there. Remember, our supply equation is going to go down because the price needs a decrease to sell more units. And for surplus, the price needs to go up for there to be a supply of more units. Just look at Desmos with this. So right now we've plugged in 6.46 units, and so that tells us what the supply price is and what the demand price is. And so you can see that's all our savings, but we want the most. So as we increase that number of units, we get to this point right there where they connect, and that is the most that we're going to get. So that point of intersection, right, is giving us the most for the consumer surplus and the most for the producer surplus, which is what we're looking for. So that is the best price where everybody is the happiest. That's the way I like to look at it. All right, so that means 8 units, price of 680. But we also need to be able to do this analytically. So what that is when our supply equation, sorry, this one, the green one, is equal to the demand equation, the red one. So if we take our supply and set it equal to our demand, we get 0.6x plus 2 equals negative 0.5x plus 10.8. And so if we just solve this equation, it's a nice linear one. We end up with 1.1x, 8.8, so x equals 8. So 8 million units is what we're going for. So this is from 0 to 8 now. That's our point right there. And at that point, both the supply and demand are equal. So it doesn't matter which one you plug it into. So I'm just going to choose the one on the top. So 0.6 times 8 plus 2. And so that would be 0.48 plus 2, which is 6.8. Let's put that in red as well, just so we have it. So now we can find out what our consumer surplus is and what our producer surplus is. So if you remember with surplus, for consumers, it's demand price take away the price that we sold it for. And then down here, it's going to be the price take away the supply equation. So we're just going to be top minus bottom, 2 different rectangles. So let's start with consumer first. So we're finding that area. And so if I draw my rectangle in there, you can see my top is the demand equation, and my bottom is the $8. The price equals 8. Not 8, 6.8. At 8, 6.8. Sorry about that. And so we're now going to do 0 to 8, and then top. The top is our demand equation, our D here. You see it's that one. So it's the negative 0.5 x plus 10.8 minus the 6.8. And if you mess this up, you pick the wrong one or you subtract them incorrectly, it's going to come out negative. So all we have to do is make sure it stays positive and then check it as well. And we get 16. Now, with millions of units, does $16 sound correct? No. So you've got to think right now our dx here is also there. So it's million of dollars because we're looking for that entire area. So that is our perceived. And again, it's not a real number. It's just a quantification of it. All right. So now producer surplus is just going to be the same thing. We go 0 to 8, but now our top is the 6.8. So we are finding the consumer surplus now. And so if I draw that rectangle, let's put them in green as well here, you can see that it's the same price, but now we're using our bottom here, which is the supply equation. So we're subtracting in reverse. Minus 0.6x plus 2. Make sure you put that in parentheses, and we plug it in the calculator. And again, it's 19. It's not 19.2 again. It's $19 million. 19.2 million. And there you go.